I know that our students are also using it at home for papers and other things. And then they're very honest with their teachers. Hey, I did this on ChatGPT. Can we talk about it? And so I think there are a lot of positives. And I think it's when we open up that conversation and when we say it's a tool, then we can actually have the conversations. It's not about us, trying to figure out if the kids used it correctly and if did you cheat and did you do this paper on ChatGPT? We're just talking about it openly as a school community.
You're listening to the smartsocial.com podcast. I'm your host, Josh Oakes. This is our District Talk segment where we interview district leaders to learn how they're keeping students safe on social media so those students can someday shine online. Now, let's get back to the interview.
My name is Andy Johnsen. I am the superintendent in San Marcos Unified School District. We're in North County, San Diego. We have just shy of 20,000 students in 19 schools.
Hey, Josh, I'm Cliff Jones. I'm the chief of staff here in Fulton County, Georgia. We have 108 schools, 90,000 students. We are part of the metro Atlanta area. We're the largest non-contiguous district in all of the U.S., which means we're bifurcated by Atlanta Public Schools.
Hello, my name is Rupak Gandhi. I am the superintendent of Fargo Public Schools, located in the warm, sunny Fargo, North Dakota. We have about 11,400 students at 23 buildings.
Okay, question number one. How is your school district approaching AI tools like ChatGPT?
At the moment, our students don't have access to ChatGPT, and that's not going to last forever. Our teachers are using it. Our staff is using it. It's one of those technologies now that is advancing so rapidly. It's going to be like the internet. Trying to keep that thing blocked is going to be like saying, well, it's 1995 and we really need to make sure that our kids are still using the encyclopedia and keep them off that internet thing. Like that's just not going to happen. So we're having deep conversations right now about what are the best ways to use it, knowing that it's going to be here and it's not going away and it's only going to advance. So those are the conversations that we're having right now with our teacher groups, with our administrators, and with our families. And, every conversation, we have more questions really than answers, which I think where we all need to be right now. We need to be in a learning mode on this thing because it is here to stay and it's only going to get more and more developed.
My school district in the spring of last year was really slow to adopt. I think over the summer, we have taken a sort of a more strategic stance. We've looked at it through the lens of Cotter's change management. So we have a guiding coalition that we've brought together of parents, of leaders in the space. So I've met with Google, I've met with Microsoft, but also educators. And this coalition will help evolve our processes in the next year to develop a usage guideline for students and teachers.
My school district is currently going through a little bit of ChatGPT burnout because I am probably the superintendent that pushes it more than anything else. I use and believe in AI in terms of being able to provide some convenience and efficiencies in some of the work that we do. I do not believe it to replace original content or the information that we need. And oftentimes I don't believe in just taking its information on face value, but I do believe that it can have a lot of different functionality and creating more operational efficiencies, whether it's in our personal or professional lives. We as a school district are utilizing a AI reading program that our state is provided for us. We are working with AI on our human capital lens to look at some evaluation stuff for our educators as well. So we are going to embrace the technology and its availability, but also make sure that's getting the outcomes that we desire first.
Are there any positive use cases that you've heard of from either students or teachers around ChatGPT?
I know that our teachers are using ChatGPT for lesson planning. They're using it to write IEPs when they can. I know my assistant just yesterday came in and said, I figured out a way to do the board meeting minutes. This is going to save me half a day after every board meeting. And I know that our students are also using it at home for papers and other things. And then they're very honest with their teachers. Hey, I did this on ChatGPT. Can we talk about it? And so I think there are a lot of positives. And I think it's when we open up that conversation and when we say it's a tool, then we can actually have the conversations. It's not about us, trying to figure out if the kids used it correctly and if did you cheat and did you do this paper on ChatGPT? We're just talking about it openly as a school community.
What I'm hearing from teachers at the moment is really around the power of ChatGPT to help with their lesson planning. It creates efficiencies. Effectiveness is still out there. I'm not quite sure I can say that yet, but definitely efficiencies to not only model their work with their peers, but also utilize emerging technologies as they ask questions of ChatGPT to integrate it into an existing lesson.
I know of several positive uses of AI. One, the Khan Academy chatbot that was created. That is a large language model chatbot that's created where students are not provided an answer directly. They're provided an explanation to the answers they've given. We know that high dosage tutoring is a significant impact on student achievement. This allows easy access at a much more convenient way to be able to provide that to students. So I've heard some successes around that. Earlier today, I was visiting with members of our teams looking at IEP Copilot, which is just an opportunity for maybe some first year teachers that are serving students on an IEP to assist with goal writing, with MTSS plans, with IEP goals, and with behavior intervention plans as a starting point, not to be the final product, but it does provide a lot of different assistance in those areas.
With regards to tools like ChatGPT, are you changing any of your techniques for grading students and the types of assignments being used in the classroom?
We have a few teachers right now who are experimenting with different ways of giving assignments and different ways of grading them. It has not a system-wide thing for us yet, but we have some teachers who are putting things out and they'll ask the students, go ahead and use ChatGPT, write this paper, and then let's bring it all in and then let's analyze the differences. Does it make a difference the way you ask the question? It's, to the answer you're getting on ChatGPT. Does the answer that ChatGPT gave us align with the standard and that we've been learning, the different, strengths in writing that we're trying to build in ourselves? So again, they're bringing it into the classroom and having that open conversation. And we're going to have to just kind of see where it goes.
I look forward to being able to use AI in an assessment realm very soon. I'm starting to see more tools out there utilizing AI, both in math and in English, in ways that are really going to allow teachers to be able to assess students in real time. Visible thinking strategies, classroom discussions, creative demonstrations of learning, all of those on top of AI create a very forward-looking, innovative classroom that I'm looking forward to in the future.
I believe that we were changing our grading techniques and the types of assignments that students are using in the classroom even prior to the availability of AI. And I think that we should be changing it afterwards as well. One of the leading impacts for student achievement is offering a wide variety of ways to assess student learning. And as our district has transitioned to standards-based instruction, it's important for us to make sure that we are providing multiple modalities to assess student learning. We haven't embraced any one specific AI tool at this point in time, but we are going through that transition. And we were going through it before, and we probably will go through it after AI becomes prevalent within our school district as well.
Thanks for listening to our smartsocial.com podcast. I'm your host, Josh Oakes. This was our District Talk segment where we interview school district leaders to learn how they're keeping students safe on social media so those students can someday launch into their future by shining online. This episode was brought to you by our smartsocial.com VIP program. It's called the Very Informed Parent Program, which helps you engage your students with teen-led video lessons. Stay one step ahead with our premium parent newsletter and discover hidden features on trending apps on teens' phones and our 54 plus live parent and student-friendly events every single year. You can click on the link below to chat with one of our team members if you want a free pass to our VIP program to support your community with our smartsocial.com resources. And if you're a district leader who has a success story, we would love to feature you on a future episode. You can click the links below to reach out. Thanks so much for listening, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Have a great day.